Hello everyone. My name is Ian Jim, and welcome to IJP Graphics, where anyone can learn many ways to do graphic designing. Today's tutorial is all about making a fat person become slim using only Photoshop. The first thing we need to do is to duplicate the main image by pressing Ctrl or Command+J. Make 2 copies of the main image layer. After select Object Selection, then draw a line outside the object to make a selection. After, select the pen tool to make an adjustment of the selection. Click an area of the subject's border. After, click and hold to another area while dragging the mouse to bend the line you created. By this you can control properly how to trace the subject's border. You can also make an adjustment even after releasing the mouse button by pressing Alt, then click and hold the point while dragging the mouse to make adjustment of the curve. After creating a pattern, press Ctrl or Command+Shift+Enter to add areas of selection. After finalizing the selection, select Add Layer Mask to remove the background of the subject. To see this, you can hide the below layer by pressing the visibility icon at the right side of the layer. After, we need to add a solid color below the subject layer so we can see the edges of subject. Then click the layer and mask icon. We need to smooth the sharp edges of the subject by dragging the sliders of Smooth and Feather. After, we need also to drag the contrast a bit just to balance, making the edges smooth and a bit sharp. After finalizing the adjustments, click OK. Then delete the below layer and the solid color layer. After, press Ctrl or Command, then click the layer mask icon to make a selection of the subject. Then click the below layer and go to Select. Click Modify after select Expand. Then we need to expand the selection by adding value. I am adding 30 pixels for the value, but it will depend to the size of your work area. I am working on a 20 by 14 inches work area with a resolution of 300. You can check your work area by pressing Ctrl+Alt+I before expanding the selection. After adding the value, click OK. Then go to Edit. Select Fill after select Content Aware, then click OK. As you can see, the subject of the below layer disappears and it becomes only the background. What we have done is basically making a separate layer for the subject and background so that if we make any changes to the subject, it will not affect the background. Next step is to start resizing the face of the subject. But first, press Ctrl or Command+D to deselect the selection. After, go to Filter. Then select Forward Warp Tool. This tool can change figure formation just by brushing the image. You can resize your brush size just by press and hold Alt, then click the right mouse button and drag it to left to decrease the size or right to increase the brush size. You have to visualize what a slim person would like when brushing so you can know where to brush and adjust the face formation of the subject. After doing the first step, click OK to see the face formation. As you can see, the double chin is still visible. Go back to Liquify, then select Freeze Mask Tools. This tool will make any part of an image freeze. Brush the chin area and above to freeze it. Then select Forward Warp Tool to drag the double chin up so it will hide it under the chin you had freeze. After finalizing, click OK. As you can see, the image is now different from before. But the problem is that because we drag a bit far towards a freeze border, it created a halo and hard edges in the chin area. We need to soften it. First, duplicate the main image layer. Then convert it into Smart Object. After, go to Filter, select Blur, then Gaussian Blur. Increase the radius around 27 pixels. Then click OK. After, click the mask icon of Smart Filter. Then press Ctrl or Command+I to invert, hiding the changes we applied. Then select a smooth round brush tool with 0 hardness. Make sure that the foreground color is white. Then start brushing the areas that has halo and hard edges to hide it. Make sure that the changes will only appear on those parts. Shuffle your foreground by pressing Ctrl or Command+X, so you can easily reveal or hide the changes. Brushing away existing areas which was reveal so it will not look unreal. After, decrease the opacity a bit so that the blurriness will blend into the skin tone, making it more realistic looking. After finalizing the changes, press Ctrl+Shift+Alt+E to make a merge layer. Then add brightness and contrast adjustment. Drag the slider to increase the contrast and decrease brightness. After, add vibrance adjustment. Drag the slider of vibrance and saturation to enhance the overall color. Finally, add curve adjustment to color correct. Select blue and drag it down to decrease blue color in the image. Next is select red and drag the slider up to increase the redness. After, select green, then drag it up and down to see which point will make the image looking better. Finally, press Ctrl plus Shift plus Alt plus E to make a merge layer. After finalizing the changes, this is the final result of our image. From fat to a fit looking. If you want to learn more, please comment down below which project you want me to do next. Don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the notification bell icon. Please support the channel. God bless you all.